Welcome along. It is Tuesday. Welcome back to the channel. And if you've been here a lot, you'll know that it is strategy guide time for your qualifying session starting from Wednesday. Remember, on Thursday, you will get grouped with players more around your flag range if or unless they have just entered GP at that point. But we are here for our next GP event, which is the F1 Clash Christmas event. Obviously Christmas next week, so we finish this side of Christmas with the F1 Clash Christmas event. Expect maybe, well, it's got to be a New Year's event after. So what do we got boosted this week? Charles Leclerc 10% boosted, epic, rare and common, and we've also got Voyage and Sigma, both high level parts, 10% boosted too. Remember to check Charles Leclerc rare, he could be better than your epic. So some big parts, and let's take a look what we've got. First thing to note, legendary drivers are available. We got to use them last week in GP, and there's no shock, we can use them again. No F1 on the calendar at the moment, so legendary drivers, expecting to see them featured a lot more. Track-wise, qualifying round number 1. We start off with Hungary 8 laps. There is no chance of rain and some decent temperature too. We've got Belgium 6 laps and it's 100% wet. We've got Singapore with a common used 33% chance of rain. And we've got Zandvoort for 7 laps, full wet. So it gets pretty cold where we are at Christmas and the weather is taking shape too. 3 tracks out of the 4 with all a wet weather potential. So could make for a messy qualifying session. Let the luck, either way, be on your side. So I know you're here for the strategy guide. So let's bring that strategy guide up. Make sure to hit the like button. And remember, keep an eye out on my videos because potentially soon I will throw up a giveaway for you to win. So let's go. First of all, at this point, strategy guides for qualifying. So remember, first of all, I am picking the very best boosts on the game to build this strategy guide. If you don't have them best boosts available, you will never go wrong if you stick to race start and cornering boosts. Anything along that section, then you will be absolutely on the right track. But they are the best boosts that you can use, race start and cornering. So we start off with that Hungary track. And we're going to do a 4 soft, 4 medium and a 5 medium, 3 soft from the front, Merlion and Hook. And if you need a bit of race start, you can use Copper as well. From the back, we're doing the same strategies, but tyre management isn't going to be as good. So 4 medium, and a 5 medium, 3 soft again. Copper and Kawhi, Copper and Prince, just to help us a little bit. Kawhi, of course, just to try and help that pit time. That is Hungary. Conserve down the straights. Try and gain that power unit back as much as you can. That's the key thing to do. Belgium and Spa, 100% wet. Difficult track for me and for you. So what you want to do is stick to, from the front, a free wet, and you want to push quite hard to try and get track position. All AI are going to pit on lap 3 in the wet. It is going to be chaos. That is why at the back we go to a 2-stop. We've got 2 wet, 3 wet, 1 wet, 1 wet, 3 wet, 2 wet. You will never double stack following this strategy. You will jump from like 20th to 4th, 8th, that kind of area, but you will have to push and pit again. So just watch the tyres. It is a bit of a push, but it's your only option. If you pit on lap 3 at the back, you are just going to get absolutely stuck with a slow pit time. So that is the best way. Race number 3, 33% chance of rain at Singapore. So we do that 2-2-2 on the softs and a 3 medium. Merlion, one of the best boosts around. From the back, 3 medium again. If you've not got tyre management after the first stint, try 3 medium, 3 hards. And you've got that 2-2-2 as well with the quicker pit stop, which will be a must. Undercut works well. In the wet then, a 3 wet is the optimum one. 2 wet and a 4 wet is pretty much very difficult. So we're going to stick to 3 and create the gap. Use a pit time boost if you can't or not confident on creating such gap. Then at race 4, we move to Zandvoort, and it's another 100% chance of rain circuit, and we've definitely got to have a look out here, but you've got some good strategies to follow. Obviously, conserve down the home straight. That is the best way to get your power unit. We've got a 4 wet, 3 wet from the front, and we've got a 3 wet, 4 wet for driver 2. You can extend to 5 wet, 2 wet if you feel you've got the tyre management, so just play that by ear if you're at the front and you don't need to push. If not, 4 wet, 3 wet is fine. And it's all about doing the undercut on your other drivers, 3 wet, 4 wet. Expecting the AI to pit on lap 5, with some of them pitting on lap 4. So really, undercut is key, and you'll do 4 laps quite comfortably in Zandvoort on wet. So there's no dramas on tyre management. It's good to go. Save some power unit, absolutely blast on your outlap. That is going to be where you're going to make up such big positions as the rest of the field do basically get stuck each other in the pits. So there's some big points on offer. So that is your strategy guide done and dusted for this week's qualifying session. Remember, qualifying on a Wednesday is completely random as to when you enter. Thursday is more assigned to your flag range. However, you will get people who have just entered in that group as well. So it's an easier day to qualify on Thursday. And then Friday is, some will be in your range, but it will be the rest that haven't. So it could really be a mixed group. So Thursday is your key qualifying date if you haven't already. Remember, boost-wise, if you haven't got the boosts I'm using, race start and cornering, if you've got anything like that, will be absolutely worth it. Or even a quick pit time will be very good as well. They're the 3 best perks, basically, on each boost, and they really do affect your car massively. You can overcome some great matchups with good cornering boosts. A massive shout out to James for creating this Christmas event. We will be back on Friday for your Christmas weekend strategy guide, and I hope you all have a great Christmas period. I hope you have some great racing and you can get your best ever result as we look to go into the new year and potentially the countdown to the new season in May.